I'm Alex Cardinale, and you're watching a Alex Cardinale Entertainment production right here on the Alex Cardinale Entertainment YouTube channel. Enjoy the show. Hello, fish keepers, and welcome to Aquatic Wetline. I'm your host, Aqua Alex Cardinale, and tonight on Aquatic Wetline, I am going to count down the top 10 monster fish for ponds and huge aquariums. And by huge aquariums, I mean aquariums over 200 gallons. On our last episode of Aquatic Wetline, we talked about the top 10 monster fish for aquariums. But tonight we're going even bigger. Tonight we are talking about the top 10 monster fish for ponds and huge aquariums. I'm going to discuss species like the red-tailed catfish, pacus, and more. I'm going to give you information on each fish and also share some photos and videos of each fish. Now, as always, if you have any questions or comments on monster fish, please feel free to post them in the chat and I will answer them. And I thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the show. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this episode of Aquatic Wetline started. And I want to start off by discussing what qualifies as a pond or a huge aquarium. Well, to me, a huge aquarium would be anything above 280 gallons. A huge aquarium is going to be required for all the fish that are mentioned on today's episode. So ideally, you would need a 300 gallon, 400 gallon, or 500 gallon aquarium. And those large aquariums do get costly, but if you love monster fish, they're going to thrive in those huge aquariums. Now, a more budget-friendly option, if you are a monster fish lover like myself, would be to get a Intex pool and put a pond liner in there, and you've got yourself a cheap homemade pond where you can have monster fish like red-tailed cats and all the fish that we're going to mention tonight. So if you live in a tropical climate like South Florida, Arizona, California, then you can have your Intex pool pond outside. But if you live in places like Massachusetts, New England, New York, where it gets cold and you have a winter, then you're probably going to have your pool pond in your basement or in your garage. But pool ponds are real simple. They're easy on the wallet. They're easy to make. But I do recommend adding a pond liner to any pool ponds because catfish, for one, have sharp spines, and catfish can accidentally pierce the pool liner. So to reinforce that, you would add pond liner. And some of the Intex ponds are really large, which makes it beneficial for fish like red-tailed cats, tiger shovelnose, and large catfish. But also, if you have a koi pond already, you can add some monster fish to that as well. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about tonight here on Aquatic Wetline. Shout out to my #1 fan, Jamal. I see Jamal has posted a lot about monster fish in the comments. Thank you, Jamal. I appreciate that. All right, so let's get to some honorable mentions. Fish that quite didn't make the cut but deserve a shout out nonetheless, and we're going to mention them right now. Here are some of tonight's honorable mentions. Now, I know I talked about these guys last week, but they are one of my all-time favorite fish, and that is the Oscar cichlid. They can absolutely go in ponds and huge aquariums as well, but just so easily they can go in a 100-gallon aquarium as well, because Oscar cichlids only max out at around 16 inches, if that. But they can definitely also go in ponds and huge aquariums with the fish we are going to be talking about today. Also, plecos. There are many species of plecos that get huge and would do well in ponds and huge aquariums. Your common plecostomus gets pretty big. Your Gibiceps pleco gets pretty big. The Adonis pleco gets pretty big. Royal plecos get pretty large. So there's a lot of plecos that do great in ponds and huge aquariums as well. And then obviously you have the goonch catfish, which is a really cool unorthodox catfish from Asia. It's also known as the devil catfish. It's a catfish that I want to keep when I have the opportunity. I'm definitely going to keep a goonch catfish. I think they're a really cool cat. And finally, freshwater stingrays. You gotta love the freshwater stingrays, especially the Matoro and the Lapaldi stingray. Now, the thing with stingrays is that they can pierce a pool liner, so I would probably do a double layer of pond liner inside a pool if you're going to keep freshwater stingrays, but nonetheless, they are a really cool fish. And those are our honorable mentions. And now, let's talk about the top 10 monster fish for ponds and home aquariums. And coming in at #1, we have iridescent sharks and Peroon sharks. Now, these guys are not true sharks. Rather, they are catfish, and they belong to Asia. You'll find iridescent sharks and Peroon sharks naturally occurring in Asia. Now, they are both fascinating freshwater fish that belong to the Pacus family. The iridescent shark is native to Southeast Asia, particularly in the Mekong and Chao River basins. Despite its name, it is not a true shark, but it is a type of catfish. It has a sleek metallic body that can shimmer under light, giving it its iridescent name. Iridescent sharks are popular in the aquarium trade because of their appearance, but they do require large aquariums as iridescent sharks can reach 4 feet in length. Yes, that's right. They can get up to 4 feet in length. They are incredibly hardy. They will eat practically anything that fits in their mouths. So you can feed them pellets. You can feed them bloodworms, earthworms, raw market shrimp, tilapia, whatever. They love to eat. Iridescent sharks will eat whatever you offer them. Really hardy fish. And they're a great addition to large koi ponds and monster fish ponds and huge aquariums. Then there is the Peroon shark, which is my favorite of the freshwater catfish sharks. I love the Peroon shark, but they get even more massive than a iridescent shark. The iridescent shark can reach 4 feet, where the Peroon shark has the potential of reaching up to 10 feet in length. However, in a captive setting, I think you could probably expect a Peroon shark to max out at around 5 to 6 feet, but even then, that is still a really large fish. Now, the Peroon shark is another impressive member of the Pagacide family. It is much larger than the iridescent shark, as I just told you, capable of reaching lengths up to 10 feet in the wild. They're found in rivers across Thailand, Laos, and Cambodia. They're known for their elongated bodies and their unique dorsal fin shape. In the wild, both species, the iridescent shark and the Peroon shark, play significant roles in their ecosystems as omnivorous feeders, consuming a variety of plant matter, crustaceans, and smaller fish. While they can be kept in aquariums, their large size and specific care requirements make them suitable only for very experienced hobbyists with ample space. So the iridescent shark and the Peruvian shark require large ponds and huge aquariums. So now let's take a look at some images of iridescent sharks and Peruvian sharks. Here is a iridescent shark that looks to be about 8 to 10 inches in length. And as you notice, as they mature, they get to a darker gray, blackish color. Here are some juvenile iridescent sharks. Very, very cool looking fish. Here is another large iridescent shark living in the tank with goldfish. And here is a Peruvian shark. Notice the difference between an iridescent shark and a Peruvian shark. The Peruvian shark has a longer body and higher fins. Now let's take a look at some videos of iridescent sharks and Peruvian sharks. And we'll start with a Peruvian shark. And that is the beautiful Peruvian shark. Now let's take a look at some iridescent sharks. And finally, there are albino iridescent sharks, and here's what the albino iridescent sharks look like. Back to back. And those are albino iridescent sharks. All right, our next monster fish we're going to talk about is one of my all-time favorites, and that is the clown knifefish. The clown knifefish belongs to the knifefish family, and it is one of the larger growing knifefish that comes from Africa. Clown knives can reach about 3.5 feet, sometimes even 4 feet, but I definitely have a lot of love in my heart for clown knives. They're one of my nostalgic fish that I kept growing up as a young man. I love clown knives, and I always will. Now, clown knives are found in the river systems of Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. They're known for their distinctive elongated body and knife-like appearance, and they can grow up to 3.5 feet in length, making it a popular, albeit challenging, addition for aquarium hobbyists. The clown knifefish is characterized by its silvery gray body adorned with large black spots that resemble a clown's makeup, a feature that inspires its name. These nocturnal predators have a unique method of hunting, relying on their keen sense of smell and lateral line system to detect prey in the murky waters they inhabit. While they are intriguing pets, clown knifefish require a large tank with ample swimming space and a well-maintained environment to thrive, demanding a commitment to their care from dedicated aquarists. So clown knifefish really should be kept in aquariums 200 gallons and larger, or ponds, but they are definitely a cool, unorthodox monster fish. And there are a couple of species of clown knives. You've got your regular, ordinary clown knife, and then you've got the royal clown knife. Now, I personally have yet to keep a royal clown knife, but I definitely would like to keep a royal clown knife in the very near future. Anyway, let's take a look at the regular clown knife. And here is a 4-second look at what a beautiful royal clown knife looks like. And that is a beautiful royal clown knife. And that is the gorgeous clown knife fish. Alright, our next monster fish is a beautiful South American catfish that I really love, and it's one of my all-time favorite catfish species. And it's a species of catfish that I've talked about numerous times here on my YouTube channel, and that is for good reason. I love them, and I've always kept them, and that is the tiger shovel-nose catfish. This catfish has a unique look. It's a catfish that looks like a shovel nose or shovel, but it also looks like a tiger. So hence the name tiger shovel nose catfish. These are a favorite for many aquarium hobbyists, not just myself. A lot of monster fish keepers love the tiger shovel nose catfish. Now here's an interesting fact on the tiger shovel nose catfish. There are many different species of tiger shovel nose, and all of them get equally as big as the other. Some tiger shovel noses will get up to 2.5 feet, while others have the potential of getting 4 feet in length. Regardless of their size, tiger shovel nose should be kept in at least a 200-gallon aquarium or pond. Now, if you're going to keep tiger shovel nose in a pool pond, like I said earlier in the show, make sure you put a pond liner in there, because all catfish have sharp dorsal fins that could potentially puncture a pool liner. But a pond liner would be ideal for that, and it will prevent that from happening. Tiger shovel-nose catfish are one of my all-time favorite cats. They have a unique appearance. They have a unique way of eating. They're a really cool, personable catfish from South America. So let me give you some information on these guys. They're found in the river basins of the Amazon and Orinoco in South America. They're recognized by their elongated torpedo-shaped body and the distinct pattern of dark vertical stripes and spots. This catfish can grow up to 4 feet in length. It is a popular choice among aquarium enthusiasts due to its unique appearance and active nature, but like I said, it requires a large aquarium, and experienced care due to its size and dietary needs. Tiger shovel-nose are a carnivorous species. They primarily feed on smaller fish and inverts. So in the aquarium hobby, you can feed them raw market shrimp, tilapia, bloodworms, earthworms, etc. In the wild, the tiger shovel-nose plays a crucial role in the ecosystem as both predator and prey, maintaining balance within its habitat. So in the wild, the tiger shovel-nose falls victim to the caiman, anacondas, and other animals like river otters. But tiger shovel-nose will feed on smaller cichlids, smaller catfish, tetras, etc. in the wild. I really do admire and love the tiger shovel-nose. Well, here is a awesome video showing you a juvenile tiger shovel-nose eating. And that is the gorgeous tiger shovel-nose catfish. And as my friend Jamal says in the comments, there is a hybrid catfish between a red-tail catfish and a tiger shovel-nose catfish, which reaches 36 to 48 inches. So there is a hybrid between a tiger shovel-nose and a red-tailed cat that can reach 36 to 48 inches in length. Well, so far we talked about three monster fish that are perfect for ponds and large aquariums. We talked about the iridescent shark, the Peruvian shark, the clown knife, and the tiger shovelnose catfish. Well, coming up next, we're going to be talking about another beautiful fish that I love. It's a prehistoric dragonfish, and we'll be talking about the silver arowana next. But first, I want to remind all my amazing fish keeping friends that this Friday I will be making a huge announcement.
Aqua Alex to make an exciting announcement that will rock the aquarium hobby and fish tube. Attention all aquarium enthusiasts and fish tube followers. Prepare yourselves for an exhilarating announcement from the renowned Aqua Alex. On Friday, January 23, 2026, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, Aqua Alex will host a special live stream event that promises to send shockwaves through the aquarium hobby community and fish tube alike. Join Aqua Alex for an epic reveal of a massive event that is set to redefine the boundaries of fish keeping and YouTube content creation. This groundbreaking occasion is masterminded by none other than Aqua Alex and promises to be a unique and unorthodox experience that fish keepers have never seen before. It's an event you won't want to miss, and participation is highly encouraged. Event highlights. Epic announcement. Discover the details of a monumental event that will captivate fish keepers and aquarium hobbyists worldwide. Interactive Q&A. After the announcement, engage with Aqua Alex in a live Q&A session to delve into his fish keeping knowledge and insights. Pond updates. Get the latest updates on Aqua Alex's ponds and learn about his innovative approaches to fish care. Mark your calendars and prepare for an unforgettable evening with Aqua Alex. Don't miss out on this rare opportunity to be part of something truly special in the aquarium community. Event details. Date, Friday, January 23, 2026. Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. On YouTube channel Alex CARDINALE Entertainment.
And that's going to be an awesome event this Friday. I can't wait to share this announcement with you. Anyway, let's move on to our next monster fish that we are going to talk about. And right now, we're going to talk about the silver arowana. I love silver arowanas. They're one of my favorite prehistoric fish from South America. Now, I have kept plenty of silver arowanas in my time keeping monster fish, and I think they're a really cool fish. And they're an awesome monster fish to feed. They have an unorthodox way of eating, really personable monster fish as well. They're called the water monkey for a reason, because in the wild, they will literally leap out of the water to catch insects hanging on tree branches and small animals to eat from tree branches as well. So if you've got the space, a big pond, a big aquarium, silver arowanas are a joy to keep. They're definitely a majestic fish. They have majestic swimming patterns. Overall, a really cool fish. Now, the silver arowana is found in the Amazon basin in South America. It has a sleek, elongated body covered in large iridescent scales that shimmer with hues of silver and blue. Now, silver arowanas can grow up to 3.5 feet in length, making them a popular choice for aquarium enthusiasts with large tanks. Now, silver arowanas are surface feeders, and they have a varied diet in the wild, preying on insects, smaller fish, and crustaceans. In captivity, they thrive on a diet of live or frozen food, such as fish fillet, shrimp, and insect larvae. It is important to provide a spacious tank with a secure lid to accommodate their size and jumping ability. Silver arowanas are known for their intelligence and can recognize their owners, often responding to feeding routines. Silver arowanas are definitely a cool monster fish, and one that people who like monster fish should keep because they're really cool and unique. So let's take a look at some beautiful silver arowanas. And here is an image of a juvenile silver arowana. And as you can see, when a silver arowana is juvenile, it's got some bright orange and bright blue And of course, the silver color as well. Juvenile silver arowanas are beautiful fish as well, but also they are beautiful as adults. Here is a video of a adult silver arowana. And that was a adult silver arowana. Now, did you know there is a albino silver arowana? This is what a albino silver arowana looks like. And that is the gorgeous silver arowana and the albino silver arowana. Alright, moving along, it's time to talk about the next monster fish, perfect for ponds and huge aquariums. And this monster fish lives right here in North America in the United States, and that is the gar fish. Now, what's so interesting about gars is that there are many different species of gar. You've got your Florida gar, you've got your spotted gar, you've got your long-nosed gar, your short-nosed gar, your Cuban gar, and of course, the largest of them all, the alligator gar. Gars are a prehistoric dinosaur fish. They have lived a long time and they have evolved to live a long time. Really, really cool monster fish. Gars are a toothy predator that prey on smaller fish, insects, and crustaceans. Really cool fish. Now, gars range in size from 3 feet all the way up to 10 feet, which means they can live in large aquariums and large ponds. My favorite gar species probably would be the Florida gar, although I really like the alligator gar. I think juvenile alligator gars and even adult alligator gars, I think they're an adorable fish. They have really cute faces. Gars are really cool. So, they have needle-like snouts that are filled with sharp teeth. They're found in freshwater environments such as rivers, lakes, and bayous across North America, particularly in southeastern United States. So you'll find gars in Florida, Louisiana, Georgia, etc., and even Texas. Gars are sometimes referred to as living fossils due to their primitive features in a lineage that dates back over 100 million years. These predatory fish are adept hunters, primarily feeding on smaller fish, crustaceans, and occasionally insects. Gars can grow to impressive sizes, with some species, like the alligator gar, reaching lengths of up to 10 feet. Despite their fearsome appearance, gars are generally harmless to humans and play an essential role in their ecosystems by maintaining the balance of aquatic populations. Popular gar species in the aquarium hobby include the Florida gar, the long-nosed gar, the alligator gar, and the Cuban gar, all of which are awesome species. You've got to love the gar. Well, coming up next, we're going to talk about one of my all-time favorite South American catfish, and one that I'm definitely going to have in my personal pond, as well as a tiger shovelnose catfish. Coming up next, we're going to talk about the red tail catfish. But first, I want to invite all of you to my flagship program, Saturday with Dallas Cardinelli. And this Saturday, we have a wonderful guest joining us who's also a fish keeper who also loves monster fish.
Dive into the world of fish keeping with Jeremy Lady. Attention fish enthusiasts! We've got an exciting event lined up just for you. Mark your calendars for Saturday, January 24th, 2026, because fish keeper Jeremy Lady is back and ready to make a splash. Join us at a special start time of 5 p.m. Eastern / 2 p.m. Pacific as Jeremy steps into the hot seat with the one and only Alex Cardinale. What's in store? In-depth fish discussions. What fish topics will Jeremy and Alex dive into? You'll have to tune in to find out. Expert insights. Get ready for an engaging session filled with expert tips and tricks for all fish enthusiasts. Why you shouldn't miss it. Learn from the best. Jeremy Lady is renowned in the fish-keeping community for his extensive knowledge and passion. Don't swim by this opportunity. Set your reminders and grab your favorite snacks. This is one fish-tastic event you won't want to miss.
Get ready for an early Saturday on the next Saturday with Dallas Cardinelli. Live Saturday, January 24th, 2026 at a special start time of 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. It's Saturday with Dallas Cardinelli. In the hot seat will be fish keeper Jeremy Lady. Join Jeremy and Alex as they have a fun fish keeping conversation. Plus, WWE fan Alex Cardinale gets you ready for WWE Saturday night's main event later on in the evening. Plus, the Royal Rumble countdown continues. 1 week before the Royal Rumble, learn about the Royal Rumble 2008 match. NFL Championship playoff round preview. Chef Alex will have healthy recipes. 2 Truths and a Lie on Facebook. Plus, learn about the Gibbonceps pleco and the Hacer Oriensis catfish, Seagrass Farms featured fish, and more. Live Saturday, January 24th, special start time, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, on YouTube channel Alex Cardinale Entertainment. Alright, and right now we're going to talk about the red-tail catfish. One of the behemoth catfish from South America and the Amazon River. I think this is ideally one of my top 5 favorite fish that I have ever kept. I love the red-tail catfish. Red-tail catfish have personalities like a water puppy and like a water kitten. I love red-tailed catfish. They are beautiful. They love to eat. They are gluttons. So if you are into monster fish with monster appetites, the red-tailed catfish is certainly for you. I had one that loved to eat raw market shrimp, tilapia, and even hot dogs and earthworms. I think they're definitely a catfish for extreme monster fish lovers like myself. Now, red-tailed catfish do get 5 feet in length, so not everybody can handle a red-tailed catfish, but if you've got a huge pond or a huge aquarium, this fish is for you. I really adore the red-tailed catfish. Now, the red-tailed catfish is native to the Amazon River, the Orinoco River, and the Esquabo River basins in South America. It is recognizable by its striking red tail and elongated body. This species can grow up to 4 to 5 feet in length. They're popular in the aquarium hobby, maybe too popular in the aquarium hobby because a lot of people buy them, but they don't realize that they can get 4 or 5 feet in length. They require substantial space and care due to their size and aggressive nature. But overall, it is a really cool catfish. They'll eat practically anything. They might even eat some of your aquarium supplies. There have been red-tailed cats that have been known to eat some filter pieces, heater pieces. That's really cool. They really are gluttons, and they really do love to eat. Here is a picture I found on a Facebook fish group of a large red-tailed catfish in what looks to be a 75-gallon aquarium. And unfortunately, this is a common sight in the aquarium hobby where people have red-tailed cats that are pushing 20 inches in tanks like a 75, 125, etc. Red-tailed cats are best in 200-gallon aquariums and larger, just like my friend Jamal suggests. But really, 500 gallons and more is recommended for a red-tailed cat or even a pool pond. But let's take a look at some beautiful red-tailed catfish being fed. These guys are really cool to watch eat. And I can't wait to get a red-tailed catfish from my pond. Red-tailed cats are definitely a beautiful catfish. Well, our next monster fish we're going to talk about is another catfish from South America, and it is definitely one of the coolest catfish from South America, and that is the marble Chara catfish. It's kind of similar to the tiger shovelnose and the red-tailed catfish in that it is a pimelody catfish that grows really large. You might also know it as a marbled pim catfish. There are two different types of this catfish. There's the marbled Chara catfish and the marbled sailfin pim, which are kind of similar. They both get large, but they're totally different in appearance. So today we're talking about the more common marbled Chara catfish, which is known scientifically as Lirius marmotus. The marbled Chara catfish is another sizable South American species. It features a distinct marbled pattern and can reach lengths of up to 3 feet. Like the red-tailed catfish, they are popular in aquariums, but they need large tanks and proper filtration to thrive. They are generally peaceful, but they can be predatory towards smaller fish, and they will eat whatever fish fits inside their mouths. So make sure you're keeping these guys with huge fish like Oscars, pacu, other large catfish, and other large fish too big to be eaten, but they're definitely beautiful. If I ever see one that I can purchase, I will purchase one from my pond because I also like the marbled Chara catfish as well. Here is a video showing you how beautiful the marbled Chara catfish is. So as you can see, the marbled Chara catfish is a beautiful catfish. Well, last night on the Alex Cardinale Entertainment YouTube channel, it was a very special episode of our flagship program, Saturday with Alex Cardinale. It was dedicated to another monster fish. It was dedicated to koi. Koi Saturday with Alex Cardinale was an epic show. If you haven't seen that show, I definitely recommend tuning in to Koi Saturday with Alex Cardinale, which is available on my YouTube channel. But we have another special Saturday with Alex Cardinale coming your way next Saturday, or a week from next Saturday, rather. A week from next Saturday on January 31st. It will be Royal Rumble Saturday. And for all my WWE fans, this is your favorite Saturday with Alex Cardinale throughout the year.
Get ready to rumble. Hey WWE fans, are you ready for the ultimate showdown? Mark your calendars for Royal Rumble Saturday with Alex Cardinale, airing live on January 31st, 2026, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. This year's Royal Rumble is taking place in Saudi Arabia, and instead of a preview, Alex will be diving into an action-packed recap. What's on tap for Royal Rumble Saturday? Complete recap. WWE fan Alex Cardinale delivers a full overview, highlights, and grades the thrilling Royal Rumble 2026. Match winners discussion. Dive into the details of the Royal Rumble match winners and gear up for the road to WrestleMania 42. Two truths and a lie. Enjoy a special Royal Rumble edition of this fun game. Super Bowl 60 preview. Get a sneak peek into what to expect this football season. January 2026 review. Reflect on the month's biggest moments. Countdown to A.C.E 12th anniversary. Relive a classic video as we build up to this milestone. Special surprise guest. Stay tuned for an exciting appearance. Join us on January 31st, 2026, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time on the YouTube channel Alex Cardinale Entertainment. Don't miss out on the excitement. See you there.
Alright, and our next monster fish is a fish that a lot of people get confused for with piranhas, but it is a different fish, and that is pacu. Pacu are one of my favorite monster fish because they're an intelligent fish, and they belong to the Ceratosauridae family, which is where piranhas and silver dollars are also a part of. Now, pacus are distant relatives to piranhas, meaning they're closely related but totally different. Red-bellied pacus can get up to 3.5 feet, where black pacus get to 4 feet in length. However, in captivity, red-bellied pacus generally max out at 2.5 feet, and black pacus generally max out at around 3 feet in captivity. But these fish are really large, and they get really heavy the larger they get. Pacus are definitely a tank buster because they can smash tanks with their sheer brute size and brute strength. They are definitely tank busters if you've ever met one. A lot of people buy pacus because they think they're piranhas. They look like piranhas when they're younger, but as they mature, that piranha look goes away, and pacus kind of get ugly as they get older, but they're still very intelligent. They will recognize their owners, and they love to eat. Pacus will eat just about anything you offer them. They will eat meaty food, and they also eat vegetable matter as well. I have done many shows talking about pacus in the past, but here is a video of some beautiful red belly pacus. And pacus are pretty interesting and pretty gorgeous fish as well. Well, our next monster fish is another monster fish that comes to us from right here in North America. It is a catfish species, and it is a channel catfish. Believe it or not, there are fish keepers out there that like keeping channel catfish, especially those who live here in Florida or California or Arizona, where channel catfish are abundant. They can absolutely make wonderful wet pets in aquariums. Channel catfish can get up to 25 inches or more in length, and they're great for koi ponds and also other tropical fish ponds and huge aquariums. Now, I personally have never kept a channel catfish yet, but I definitely want to. For some reason, it's a hard time tracking down channel catfish. They're hard to get for some reason, but that might be because they're also a food fish here in North America, and many tropical fish stores hesitate to sell fish that are available as food fish. But channel catfish are personable just like any other catfish species. So should you want a catfish from North America, then definitely you should consider a channel catfish because they are definitely awesome. They're definitely a cool and unorthodox catfish species. Well, we've got one monster fish left to discuss. Or we got one monster fish left to talk about, and we saved the best for last. But first, I want to invite everyone to my historic 12-year anniversary taking place this March. And yes, I cannot wait to celebrate 12 years this coming March. And on my 12-year YouTube anniversary, I'm going to show off some new fish. What new fish will I get on my 12-year anniversary? I obviously will be getting some koi, but I might also get some monster fish. You just never know. And before we talk about our final monster fish tonight, I want to invite all of our amazing fish keepers that are watching to join my group, Fish and Pet Kingdom, on Facebook. Join that group and share your fish. Let's get that group active once again. All right, and now our final monster fish that we are talking about, our only cichlid of the evening, and that is the peacock bass cichlid, Cichla. Peacock bass are one of my favorite monster cichlids. They come to us from South America, but if you're lucky enough like me and you live here in Florida, you can go to your rivers and ponds and streams and go fishing and catch a peacock bass, which is awesome. My all-time favorite peacock bass is the Temensis, followed by the Orinoco peacock bass, and then the Azil peacock bass is also a favorite of mine. And I also like the Kelberry peacock bass. Those are all awesome peacock basses in my book. Now, peacock bass are a large cichlid. They can get up to 3 feet in length. They are fishivorous, which means they eat small fish. And in the wild in South America, they're one of the apex fish predators. They're one of the apex predators that are tropical fish that prey on smaller fish, and even sometimes they'll eat small animals as well. I really like the peacock bass, a great fish. Now, if you got a big aquarium, we're talking 200 gallons and larger, you can have a couple of peacock bass and you'll have a blast feeding them. You'll feed them some tilapia and other fish fillets. Sometimes you can feed them baby convicts or small fish to eat as well because they are fishivorous. And in the wild, they do eat live fish, so it's great to give them that option. Now, peacock bass are known for their vibrant colors and aggressive behaviors. Peacock bass are not true bass, but are part of the cichlid family. They're native to South America, particularly the Amazon River Basin. These fish are prized by sport anglers for their fighting ability and striking appearance. They can grow up to 3 feet long and are known for their distinct eye spots near the tail, which help deter predators. You've got to love the peacock bass. And now let's take a look at a video of a beautiful peacock bass. And that is the peacock bass. And that is our episode of Aquatic Wetline. I hope you enjoyed me counting down 10 monster fish that are perfect for ponds, and huge aquariums. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please smash that like button. Please share this episode. And if you're a new viewer, please subscribe to the Alex Cardinale Entertainment YouTube channel for more amazing videos. On our next episode of Aquatic Wetline, we're going to count down the most unique and unorthodox monster fish, like electric eels, like let's see what else is unorthodox, like gulper catfish, things like that. So get ready to learn about the unorthodox and unique and oddball monster fish. With that being said, thank you for watching, fish keepers, and happy fish keeping. Aqua Alex signing off from Port St. Lucie. Thank you for watching this episode of the Alex Cardinale Entertainment. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did enjoy the show, please smash that like button and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so you'll be notified when I upload a new video or I go live next. And also, share this video on social media so other people can be entertained from the Alex Cardinale Entertainment YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the next video.